Good afternoon. I'd like to call the February 10th, 2026 meeting for the City of Charleston's Committee on Ways and Means to order. We'll begin by asking Councilmember McBride to provide, he's not here. So we'll do a brief moment of silence, please. Thank you. Second item on the agenda is approval of minutes from January 27th. Moved and properly seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Any opposed? The ayes have it. Item number 3 is bids and purchases. We have 6 items on here. First being from planning, permitting, and engineering, housing and community development, approval to establish a contract for the construction of 2 affordable dwellings at 52 Kennedy Street for $806,284.94. I believe Ms. Shaw Johnson was going to come up and give us a brief explanation of that one. Thank you.
Good afternoon, Mayor and City Council members. What you have before you today is a property that the city owns located on the west side of Charleston. This particular site will allow for the construction of 2 single-family dwellings at 52 Kennedy Street. The cost for constructing both of those is $806,284.94. We worked with our procurement division to submit a request for proposals, and we received 3 bids. And the proposal that is before you this evening is the one that was chosen, JW Construction. The goal is from 9 to 12 months for construction, although they're indicating it could go a shorter period of time. The estimated sales price once these units are constructed would be $300,000 to our end buyers. That would be the development cost, because as you all may recall, under our first-time home buyer program, we sell at development cost, and then we leave a portion of subsidy, what we call permanent subsidy, in. Once that is completed, and we will bring that information back to council, we have a list of buyers that are interested in purchasing. The affordability period is a 90-year affordability restrictive covenant under our first-time home ownership initiative. And the proceeds, once we have paid the contractor, the proceeds from the sales of the properties will come back to the city of Charleston and go into our affordable housing fund. I know I said a lot in a few minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Johnson.
Ms. Johnson, if I may, Mr. Chairman, just the funding source for the 800.
Parcel A funds. I'm sorry. tax funds, accommodation tax funds that have been given to the city of Charleston.
All right. Any other questions on that one? All right. Thank you, Ms. Shaw Johnson.
You're welcome.
Let's see. Items 3B, 3C, 3D, all police department, $556,000-ish for
Did we move for approval on the?
I was just going to do all of them.
I'm sorry.
Together.
Long day, guys.
That's all right. $556,000 for looks like Glock 45s and holsters for the police department. 500 body worn cameras, $750,000. A Cat Model 305 hydraulic excavator for $84,015 for public works, and a Mack truck, not electric, for $138,764. Any other questions on bids and purchases?
I have a question. On the gun purchase, is that gun purchase for replacement of existing guns, or is that new deliver?
I would think it's got to be replacements given the number of
I have
them.
a follow-up question if it is.
Do we have somebody? Replacement.
What are the old ones? All right.
All right. Well, let's talk to the chief before council after Ways and Means. All right. Let's see. That's all bids and purchases. Do we have a motion? We have a motion. Can we get a second? All right, second. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Any opposed? The ayes have it. Item number 4 is Economic and Neighborhood Services, approval for the Financial Empowerment Center to submit a grant in the amount of $40,000. No city match required. Moved and properly seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Any opposed? The ayes have it. Item number 5 is capital projects, approval of Ashley River Crossing construction change order with Mastec Civil in the amount of $437,479.13. Looks like Mr. Mayor's queued up to, can we get a motion first before we have discussion?
So, second.
All right, we have a motion and a second. Any discussion?
Well, this is, just for clarity, this is kind of a combination of several different things we've been working with the contractor on. In part, it is for the design of the peninsula side or the east side landing to allow for the Ashley River Walk to be incorporated into it. It's something that we discussed maybe 6-8 months ago as council and approved that idea of moving forward on that design. But it also has some negotiated change orders with the contractor as it relates to some activities during construction that were found where there were contaminants and some pile that per our contract, we had to take the cost of dealing with. So it's a little bit nuanced, but has been blessed by our outside counsel who's reviewing the contract and recommended for approval.
I've got a quick question. Do we know how far, what completion level we are on this project right now, as far as percent build? Does anybody have a number on that?
I get you a percentage on it. You got it?
Well, no, I don't. I was actually going to just say, I see Mr. Moses here and Mr. Somerville. Maybe at our next TNT meeting, we can get an update on this project.
Sure.
Great.
Yeah,
Thank
I
you.
got it.
Roughly, I mean, are we a third complete, half complete, quarter?
I know it's still on schedule generally. So I'll have to get that in terms of where we are on the Gantt chart.
All right, thank you.
We'll get a full report on it. Next
Sounds good.
TNT meeting.
All right, we have motion and a second.
I have a
Yes,
question.
sir, Councilmember.
Just, is this, Mr. Chairman, Mr. Mayor, are these funds from a contingency? Or is it a increase in the total contingency reserve or the increase in total cost? Because I was looking at the math of how it adds up and I just wanted to see if this was new money or money that was.
It's part new money, part contingency. So the part that was on us as it relates to the creosote that they found, I think in the one of the piles, that's, I believe, see, the other was approved 6-8 months ago. Combination of sources that would be new money.
Great, thank you.
Is that right? Yeah. Okay.
All right, we had let's see, motions on the floor. Any other discussion? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Any opposed? The ayes have it. Item number 6, also capital projects, approval to accept the 2026 Palmetto Pride Annual Support Grant in the amount of $10,000. No city match required. Moved and properly seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Any opposed? The ayes have it. Item number 7, this is authorization for the mayor to execute the 6th amendment to contract between the city of Charleston and Black and Veatch in the amount of $185,000 for the that's the inland tidal and flood risk mitigation study. This was considered at Public Works at our last Public Works meeting. We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Any opposed? The ayes have it. Item number 8. This number we have a slight change, or for this item we have a slight change. The approval of the change order in the amount of $18,177 to replace the HVAC unit at 529 Meeting Street. In addition, Housing and Community Development is requesting approval for additional funding to be allocated to this project in the amount of $12,940 instead of the $31,117 that's shown on our agendas. All right.
Move
We
for
have a
approval.
All right. Motion and a second. Any discussion? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The ayes have it. Item number 9, stormwater management, approval of an agreement in the amount of $666,670 between the Department of the Army and the City of Charleston. For tracking purposes, separates the design assistance for the city from the design and construction assistance previously agreed by council. So this 2 million of federal funds, $666,667 city match. Moved and properly seconded. Made me talk a long time on that one. Any discussion? All right, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Any opposed? The ayes have it. Now for Councilmember Upheld. Oh, I'm sorry, Councilmember Tinkler. Pretty sure of habit, man. Councilmember
Had a
Tinkler
change.
to provide the report on the Committee on Real Estate.
So, Mr. Chair, the Committee on Real Estate met on January 26th. A number of items were brought up. The first being a approval of a parking lease for the Haygood Fishburne lot. It's a lease with the Medical University. It's 1,143 parking spaces. I think it's $715,000 a year in revenue with CPI adjustments. And with the city gets 120-day termination notice period. So it's a 3-year lease, but we can give notice and get out of it in the event anything changes as a result of current projects that are being considered. That passed unanimously. Another item, there was an amendment to the development agreement or public infrastructure agreement with Edens involving the Ashley Landing development. It related to a slight downward adjustment on the multifamily units from 325 units to 285 units. That's important because it determines the affordable housing, which is going to be 29 units now. And that has to do more with, once they got in and looked at the site restrictions, they needed to do fewer units. So that passed with unanimously. And then we had 5 annexations, all residential, all passed unanimously, the first being with an abstention. And that's my report. I would ask for the adoption of it.
All right, any discussion? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Any opposed? Ayes have it. If nothing else before this committee, we stand adjourned.